Hi and welcome to Scott's Inverts. I'm Scott. These are the inverts. Apart from tarantulas, there is another invert that I am absolutely obsessed with, and that is the centipedes. I can't get enough of them. They're an apex predator. They go through the soil like a fish goes through water, and when they go hunting, they're so active. It's absolutely incredible and amazing to watch. So today we're going to look at the Ethmostigmus trigonopodus, the Nigerian banded centipede. In fact, they're spread all across Africa, so you get localities all over different parts of Africa. So if you're in the UK and you're going to get one of these, try somewhere like Venomous Visions or the Spider Shop or Bugnut, because then you're almost guaranteed to get the correct locality for your centipede. Anyway guys, let's go make a beautiful home for this beautiful centipede. So up on screen is our Ethmostigmus trigonopodus. We actually got this one from Creepy Crawly UK. Now this guy is from all over Africa, and it's got several common names such as the African giant centipede, Tanzanian blue ring centipede, and the Nigerian banded centipede. What's really interesting with these guys is the ones that come from North Nigeria can actually reach maturity within 1 year. So here is our enclosure, 10 by 10 by 20 tall. The substrate is a mix of potting compost mixed in with 50% Irish peat moss and a fair bit of sand that's gone in there as well, just to try and replicate its natural environment. And that's the kind of consistency there you can see on screen that we want to go for. We want to take all the little root balls like this out, get rid of those completely. If you are keeping centipedes, do not use cocoa husk or koya, however you want to pronounce it. Do not use any of that. That can be really detrimental to a centipede's health. We want to be using potting compost, Irish peat moss, preferably mixed together with a little bit of sand. It's thought that the sand also aids that molting process when they're down in the substrate, a little bit like it does for our isopods as well as. But all I know is in Africa they have a lot of sand, so we're using it in this enclosure as well. Now this guy wants to be around 23 to 25 degrees in temperature. We also want to be around 70% humidity, because they do like those little bit of moisture in their environment as well. And in fact, in parts of Africa where there's moisture, you will find these guys hiding under logs and bricks and stones and things like that. And with that in mind, we are going for like a log pile effect in this enclosure. We're not going to make it look pretty for us, we're going to make it feel like home from home for our centipede. So we've gone in with cork bark there. It's really important to lay some flat on the ground. These guys will go between that cork bark and the soil and almost make it like a claustrophobic tunnel for themselves. Got the old moss going in there as well. Again, you know why I use moss. It's fantastic for that humidity. Holds up to 8 times its own weight in water and releases that humidity really slowly, which again is fantastic for keeping up humidity in a tank like this for a long period of time. Now the moss actually came all the way from the countryside to our enclosure here. We have gone with a water dish, and we're going to overfill this water dish. So every time that you overfill your water dish for your e.trig, overfill it and overfill it, so we get a good damp moist area, which is absolutely perfect for that 70% humidity. And then what we want to do is spray down the whole enclosure quite well when we first set it up, but then when we come to redoing it again next week, just give it a light spray and that will be enough for this species. They are more forgiving than most species. I wouldn't recommend them for new beginners, because as you'll see towards the end when we release it in there, they can be a little bit tricky and they can be a little bit fast. They've never kind of gone for me or anything like that, but they will bite you and they will go for you. They are from the family of Scolopendria as well, so they have got that potency in the venom. I'm going to put some dubias in now, because when that centipede's in and settled, it will come out and start hunting. They are a nocturnal species as well. They do grow to around 15 to 18 centimetres, and with real good care they can live between 5 to 7 years. But what I did find really fascinating was the fact that they can reach sexual maturity within a year, but only in North Nigeria. I wonder why that is. I wonder what the climate is that maybe there going on. Something's going on to increase that maturity to make it happen at an earlier age. I find it absolutely fascinating. So we have put our tub inside the enclosure, and we've took the top off with our biggest set of tongs that we've possibly own, and we're going to hopefully just watch it come out all by itself. If not, we can use tongs to move the centipede. They're a little bit more robust than tarantulas, but don't go kind of really hard. Again, just go really gently. You just want to make them feel a little bit uncomfortable so they come out of that enclosure. But please remember, they can also climb straight up your tongs, so bearing that in mind. For the centipedes, I use a pair of snake feeding tongs, so I keep a maximum distance between my hand, oh my god, and the tongs. And as you can see, she's a little bit feisty, or he's a little bit feisty. He doesn't want to come out of his plastic box, but my god, he needs to. I think it's just found a little damp bit of moss up there, and it's buried its head into it. Again, I did tell you they like the dampness, they like the moistness, they like that humidity. We don't have to go OTT on the humidity. We want to keep it around 60 to 70%. So what I've showed you in today's video is more than enough. A lot of people worry about a thing called mycosis. Mycosis is noticeable by black dots on the legs. This is normally wild-caught specimens. I've only ever seen it on imports. So when a centipedes come into the country from being imported, they've had mycosis, and it normally happens in transit as well. I've not known anybody to have a perfectly healthy centipede in the hobby at home and for it to develop mycosis over a period of time. If you do know of anything like that, let me know down in those comments, or better still, get in contact with me via Facebook. The Facebook page again is Scott's Inverts. I'd be really interested to learn a little bit more about mycosis. But just all in all, an absolutely stunning apex predator, beautiful centipede. Boom! That was a Nigerian banded centipede, kind of affectionately known in the UK as an e.trig. Now, I have done several videos on these before, and here's a quick clip from the first care video that I did of this species. The Ethmostigmus trigonopodus Niger. So that's the Nigerian colourmorph. Ethmostigmus trigonopodus. I don't know what I was saying before, but I'm hoping I perfected it. If I haven't, let me know down in those comments. Spell it out like verbally, like in the letters. Split it up to how you actually say it correctly. That would be absolutely brilliant. Hopefully I have. Obviously, if you're on a different continent, you're going to pronounce these completely different to what I'm doing, but hopefully you know which centipede I'm talking about anyway, with it being the video and all the rest of that. Anyway, guys, this Sunday is the Brighton show, the Brighton Invert show, and I, for one, cannot wait to get there. Mark the Spider Guy, go over, give him a subscription. His link is downstairs in the description. Please go give him a subscription. He's kindly picking me up with his son Nathan in the morning. And getting us there and bringing us back. It's going to be an epic day. I'm not working on anybody's stand currently. I've kind of sneaked in at the last minute to say that I was actually going, because it is so close to Christmas. I was like, hold on a minute, we've got children here, they need Christmas stuff, but so does the enemy, the wife. But then on the other hand, we have an invert show, so it's like, what do I do here? So I've decided to go anyway, which went down really well with the wife, but I have a very limited budget, so I'm going to go around the invert show, film it as I normally do, but maybe come back to you guys with a video of doing an invert show on a budget and showing you exactly what you can pick up for little money, let's say, not hundreds and hundreds like a lot of people do actually take to these invert shows. I want to show you guys that you can go with 50 quid or you can go with 100 quid and still come back with some epic inverts or enclosures or whatever it's going to be. I don't take lists to shows, and the reason for that, if you go to a show, you've got all these things in mind, I'm going to get this, and if you get there and they haven't got this or this, you go away disappointed. So don't take a list, just go and enjoy the show. Check out what spiders are there, other inverts, scorpions, centipedes, mantis, all sorts. Just go check that out. Unseen Universe, Mitch is doing the Christmas calendar again, so he's going to be live every day on the run up to Christmas doing raffles, and the raffles is going to a charity called Mencap up in Leeds, so they support his son, whose son has got autism. Please go check out Unseen Universe, and you'll find out a lot more over on their website and over on their YouTube channel as well as. But you pay, I think it's like you pay so much for a raffle ticket, and then every day on the run up when he's doing the raffles, other things can be won. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of inverts and stuff like that that's gone into this raffle. Mitch puts his heart and soul into them along with Gavin, so please go check it out. I know Luke from Spar Spiders has put a good hefty lump in there. I've put a £50 voucher in there for use at Unseen Universe or Spar Spiders, and I know a lot of the people, a lot of the sellers as well as content creators are putting stuff in there, and you guys know that autism is very, very close to my heart because our son Leo is autistic, as well as having high functioning ADHD on top of that as well. So it's really close to my heart, especially having a son with autism, and you guys support and kind of reassuring me that he's accepted means the world. So when these things come up, and when Mitch does these each year, we have to give as much support as we can, because we're not just helping Mencap, you're helping people like myself, you're helping people like Mitch that have children with autism, and you're affirming that our children, when we're long gone and buried, are still going to be in a world that love them. Your support on things like this means more to us personally than what you will ever know. So please, Unseen Universe on Facebook, go check him out, and also go check his YouTube channel out and hook up for that Christmas raffle. It's going to be absolutely epic. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we shall see you on Sunday at the Brighton show. If not, we'll see you on the video premiere. That is 7 p.m. on this Monday, 7 p.m. UK time. We do a premiere, so the premiere is going to be all about the Brighton show. But what a premiere is it's like a first viewing of a film, like that type of thing. But it's just every time I put a video out, I always put it out as a premiere. So what that is that as the video is playing for the very first time, we've got the live comments going. I'm in those comments as well, so if you want to pop along at 7 o'clock, watch it at the same time, watch it with me and everybody else, and come say hello and maybe express your feelings about whatever it is I'm covering at the time. It'd be really, really great to see you on some of these premieres. Anyway guys, I do waffle, don't I? Come on, let me know in those comments, how much do I waffle? Is it too much? Is it not enough? I think it's probably too much, but let me know downstairs. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscription button, and have you got to this point and not even liked my video, come on, like the video as well, and we shall see you again on the next one.